here in Auburn today because Mike Baird's council administrator wants to privatise the waste services of this whole community. He has no right to do that. He was appointed by Mike Baird and doesn't represent the local community.
This is about local jobs. All the Garbos, all the waste services here are local people who've been working for our community in the Cumberland Council area, whether Holroyd, Auburn or Parramatta, for years. And an administrator from the North Shore, appointed by Baird, wants to sack them. It's not good enough, and it's time that was stopped. It's time that ratepayers had their say, and that is, go back to the North Shore, Viv May. We don't want you here.
The best way to harmonise the waste services across Holroyd, Auburn and Granville is to have it all done in-house, collecting the green waste, collecting the garbage, and even perhaps collecting the recycling as well. The solution is to not sack people. It's not to tell them they can reapply for a job somewhere else in the council when the jobs that they've been doing for years just don't exist anymore. It's not to throw people in the scrap heap. It's to actually build a strong community and to support local jobs and support the people who live and work in this area.
That's absolutely right.
To come here and tell us what to do in our council. Yeah, well, I have a message for that. Go back to Northern Beaches and stay there. Stay your side of the spit bridge. Happy to put it up and keep it that way. Because we'll decide in Western Sydney what we do. Right? It's simple as that. We pay the rates, he doesn't. He's out here on $300,000 or more to basically dictate what Mike Baird wants us to do. Now, we're happy with our councils. We're happy what's going on, right? And I'll tell you what, we're happy to keep local jobs with local people. Simple as that. The first thing he wants to do is he wants to basically, after a big fight, he wants to go and sell all our pools. Now, he came and saw me a few months ago and said, "You know what, I have some ideas." And one of them he first brought was the pools. And I looked at him and said, "Are you serious? This fight's been fought. You lost, right? The pools are staying." "Oh, I don't know about that." "Well, what else have you got up on your sleeve?" He goes, "Oh, well, you know, waste service is expensive." "No, it's not. No, it's not. We're actually quite happy with it. You know, we have our waste services, we have local people doing local work, and they're doing a damn good job." Simple as that. Big money in the bin! Yeah, put him in the bin. I agree. But once more, and this is the thing, we're talking about waste services today, but I look across the faces here, and I know people I've known over the years, as someone who's lived in this council area, right, and I've seen people who've looked after me as a ratepayer. But what happened to them? They were put in the bin themselves. They were told, there's no forced redundancies, but what happened? They were pushed out. And they stand here with us today. And now they want to target waste services, because they think it'll just roll over and it'll all be fine. And if you haven't been to a council meeting yet, you should tonight. Because if you've ever seen what it's like, it's an absolute disgrace. There's no democracy involved. There's no basically rank and file people who've been elected as councillors up there making decisions. No. He goes, we'll put up this motion to get rid of waste services, to privatise the pools, to do goodness knows what. And who has the vote on it? Viv May does, no one else. And that's not good enough. That's not how democracy works. Simple as that. That is not how it is. Right? I am disgusted by it. Right? And it doesn't matter if you came from Holroyd or came from Auburn, we're all one now. Right? We're all one group of ratepayers who've had a gutful of someone dictating to us, acting as Baird's puppet to doing whatever he wants on a $350,000 salary. You know, what a joke. Yeah, absolute joke. Now, if you're going to make major decisions, it ain't up to you as an administrator to make those decisions. You can make recommendations, you can do the fine-tuning, you can do the, okay, we'll do this and that, but when it comes down to it, we, the ratepayers, the voters in the Cumberland Council area, must decide what happens. Whether that be waste services, whether that be pools, or any other decision that impacts on our lives, because it affects us. In September next year, he'll just get back in his car and go back up to the North Shore, and that'll be it. Right? We live here. This is our area. This is our rates. This is our council. So we will decide these things. So I have this one thing to say today, right? we keep waste services inside this council. We keep local jobs for local people. Simple as that. And every major decision that comes out from now on, we have to decide, and he doesn't. And let's make those decisions after September, after we've elected our representatives by voting on them, on who we want to represent ourselves. Not a guy that's been appointed from the North Shore by Mike Baird.